welcome you to Estes Field on the campus of Central Methodist University for today's baseball game between Central Methodist and Evangel. Quentin Norris here today. Of course, this is the games 3 and 4 of the series. Central Methodist, they are 20-3, 6-0 in the conference. Evangel 12-10, 3-3 in the conference. Of course, Central Methodist won both games of the doubleheader yesterday, won it 24-2. That is their season high there. Of course, Robbie Merced, what a day for him, homer and 7 RBIs as well. Central Methodist won the second game 7-5. If you look at the numbers there, hitting-wise, Robbie Merced is hitting .463, 17 homers, 55 RBIs. Of course, heading into yesterday's game, it's Nathan Lamb, 396 hitter, no homers, 10 RBI. Of course, pitching-wise and leading the way is Nick Merkel. He's 5-1, with a 2 ERA, 13 walks, 54 strikeouts. He'll get the start today in game number 1 of this doubleheader. While Nathan Suter is their best pitcher there at 0-1, 2.45 ERA, 4 walks and 13 strikeouts. Of course, big sports event going on there, not only really this week, but most of next week as well. Of course, the big one tonight, the Central Methodist women's basketball team, they are taking on Thomas More in the second game of the national semifinals down in Sioux City, Iowa. Game time's at 8 o'clock. They're at 6 p.m. that night. It's Dort taking on the number 1 overall seed, Southeastern of Florida. Of course, baseball. Of course, if Central Methodist does win, they'll play tomorrow night for the championship game. That'll be an 8 o'clock start time as well. Of course, tomorrow night is scheduled. They're supposed to play Columbia tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Now, of course, weather permit, because due to the fact they're calling for some rain late tonight, sometime after around 9 p.m., according to what weathercaster Kitten Jawicki told me on sitting on the seat on Channel 8 last night. So, we'll keep you up to date on CMUEagles.com. Then, of course, softball, they're scheduled to play a doubleheader at Benedictine. That's a 1 o'clock start time as well. And then Saturday, baseball will be taking on Baker. That's a 4-game series down in Baldwin City, Kansas. Of course, they have a nice field turf there. That's what, and I think this is their first year they got field turf down in Baldwin City, Kansas. I got to see some pictures of it on the internet. I think in the last week or so, it looks really nice there as well. Softball on that Saturday, they're in Alumni, Iowa, taking on Graceland for a doubleheader as well. And then on the 27th, softball will be in Peru, Nebraska, taking on Peru State. Then baseball, they'll conclude their games 3 and 4 of the series at Baker for a 1 o'clock start time as well. The next home game is not until April 2nd, which is a week from this Saturday. They'll be hosting Missouri Valley, a 1 o'clock start time, 12:45 pregame show. Softball is also at home on that Saturday, taking on Grandview. The team that was picked to finish number 1 in the conference, that's a 1 o'clock start time, 12:45 pregame show as well. Of course, you look at the standings, Benedictine, they're 8-0 in the conference, 16-10 altogether. Central Methodist 6-0, 20-3 altogether. Now, these two teams do meet each other up in a 4-game series, April 29th and 30th down in Atchison, Kansas. Mid-America Nazarene 6-2, 13-10. These two teams do meet again on Easter weekend here at Estes Field. Then Evangel 3-3, 12-10. Then Baker 2-4, 10-13 altogether. Park 1-5, 9-7. Missouri Valley 1-7, 8-15. Of course, in the North Division, Clark 7-1, 18-7. Mount Mercy 5-1, 14-6. Both Central Methodist and Mount Mercy do play each other in just 2 weeks from this Saturday in a 4-game series down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Peru State 4-2, 6-18. William Penn 2-4, 13-7. Grandview 1-3, 3-9. And then you have Culver Stockton 0-6, 4-14. And then you have Graceland 0-8 and 6-18 altogether. So we're going to take just a couple of minutes, continue our pregame show here on CMUEagles.com and the Higher American Conference Network. That's game. We're back here at Estes Field on the campus of Central Methodist University. Quentin Norris here. Central Methodist and Evangel, games 3 and 4 of the series. Central Methodist won the first one 24-2, and then the second game 7-5 there. The umpiring crews are all set. Trying to go over a few things with the coaches, Nate Breland and Tyler Henry. And we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups there, sponsored by Commercial Trust Bank. Of course, we'll start with Evangel. Leading off playing third base is Nathan Lamb. Batting second, their designated hitter, number 14, that's Mason Hansen. Batting third and playing center field is Anthony Lee Verifan. Batting fourth, the catcher is number 10, that is Dalton Cook. Batting fifth and playing right field, that's Nathan Stewart. I'm thinking he'll also pitch in game number 4 of that game. Batting six is playing their first baseman is Cale Hines. Batting seventh, the shortstop is Grant Konskansky. Batting eighth and playing left field, their number 3 is Stephen Belcher, and batting ninth is second baseman number 30, that's Holton Simmons. And today's starting pitcher is Zach Johnson. For your Central Methodist Eagles, leading off playing center field, number 5, and that is Bobby Nichols. Batting second and playing second base, number 3, Tommy Giola. Batting third and playing the designated hitter, number 21, Tanner Sears. Batting fourth and playing right field, number 10, Cole Ludy King. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 2, Robbie Merced. Batting sixth, doing the catching, Jeff Vance. Batting seventh, playing third base, Grant Victor. Batting eighth, their first baseman, Victor Plas. And batting ninth, their left fielder, Logan McDonald. And, of course, today's starting pitcher, number 9, Nick Merkel. we got the national anthem starting lineups as well. Quentin Norris here today. We'll go ahead and set the defense for you. Sponsored by Home Oil. Out in left field is Logan McDonald. In center field, Bobby Nichols. In right field, Cole Ludeking. Bang in the infield, Grant Victor. At shortstop, that is Robbie Merced. At second base is Tommy Garciola. First baseman Victor Plas. The catcher is Jeff Vance. Today's starting pitcher, Nick Merkel from Spokane, Washington. 5-1, 2 ERA. He has 13 walks and 54 strikeouts. And when you think of Nick Merkel, of course, at one time during the 1970s, they were once a AAA team of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Their manager was one time a guy named Tom Lasorda. Their rival was the Hawaii Islanders, the AAA affiliate of the Chicago White Sox. And when every time they played in Hawaii, Tom Lasorda gets thrown out of the game and has to listen to the broadcast in the Dodgers clubhouse, which was behind the center field fence. And numerous times he would call the general manager, a guy named of Al Campanis and Buzzy Bavasi, thinking they should hire an announcer. The guy's name was Al Michaels, who also was the radio announcer of the Hawaii Islanders. Of course, 2 years later, he was the voice of the Cincinnati Reds. So we're ready to get started as Nathan Lamb comes to the bat. 396 hitter, no homers, 10 RBIs. Nick Merkel. Gets ready and fires. That's outside ball one there. First pitch came at 12 p.m. Temperature about 66 degrees. The time and temperature is sponsored by the parking spot. Easy to spot and easy to park. The parking spot. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Nathan Lamb. Merkel. Best pitcher. Lines a shot into left field. And it's off the Green Monster. Lamb is thinking two. He is out! What a play by Logan McDonald. As Mel Allen say, how about that? If it was This Week in Baseball, that would be the top 5 on This Week in Baseball. Nathan Hansen up the batter. Mason Hansen, 362 hitters, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. So it's a single, then 7-6. Fly ball in the center field. I think Bobby Nichols will have some room. 2 quick outs there. Anthony Leverifan, 373 hitters, 3 homers, 27 RBIs. First pitch to him. Ball, 1-0, no strikes. Pitch. Strike! 1-1. So 2 quick outs, even though Evangel got hit, but then Nathan Lamb was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. On a great throw at Logan McDonald. Strike! 1-2. And I'm sure Mel Allen is smiling down from heaven. 1-2 pitch. It's a ground ball. Second baseman has it. Throws over to Victor Plas. He go! Not quite. Good effort there. Good scoop. That'll be an infield hit. So now Now Nate Breland wants to talk it over. That was a bang-bang play. A good effort there by the second baseman Giola, but could not get the out. So Dalton Cook up the batter, 340 hitter, no homers, 11 RBI. So 2 outs now, runner at first. Inside, 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes. High pop up. Let's see who calls for it. It looks like Ludy King has it. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 1st inning. No score. And we'll go ahead and set the defense for you. Sponsored by Home Oil. Out in left field is Steven Belcher. In center field, that's Anthony Leverafan. In right field, there's Noah Suter. At 3rd base is Nathan Lance. Shortstop, Grant Koneski. Second baseman, Holton Simmons. The first baseman, Cale Hines. The catcher, Dalton Cook. And today's starting pitcher is Zach Johnson. 2-0, 11.90 ERA. 16 walks, 14 strikeouts. Good fastball pitcher there. Good curveball there. Go ahead and give you the starting lineups there. Center fielder is Bobby Nichols. Then you got Tommy Gironola. That designated hitter, Tanner Sears. The right fielder, Cole Ludy King. And shortstop, Robbie Merced. First, the catcher, Jeff Vance. Grant Victor's at 3rd base. Victor Plaz is at first base. And Logan McDonald is in left field as well. There you see Nate Breland coaching over at 3rd base, and I think Rob Ehlers is the first base coach. So we're about ready to get going in the bottom of the 1st inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors for Evangel. Central Methodist getting ready to bat. There you look at Rob Ayers getting ready to hand over to the first base coach's box. And let me tell you this about Rob Ayers. He has a IQ. His IQ rating reminds me of Manny Mota. And I'll tell you that, another thing about Nate Breland, if you ever see him, he has an IQ, and his personality reminds me of Tom Lasorda, the Dodgers manager. Bobby Nichols will be the batter. 235 and no homers, 8 RBI. He is from Detroit, Michigan, home of the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit Red Wings and also the Detroit Tigers. Back in 1984, they started out the year 35-5 and a strike call. And one of those came in the second week of the season when Jack Morris no-hit the Chicago White Sox. Tries a bunt, and it's a foul ball, 0-2 now. Basically, he's trying to do like what Ron LaFleur used to do when he was with the Detroit Tigers. He liked to run and bunt. Oh, 2 pitch. Hits the ground ball to third. Third baseman has it. Throw. Just got him out, number 1. Tommy Girola, 327 hitter, 2 homers, 15 RBIs. He is from a town of Torino, Italy. Strike, 0-1 now. Around that area, the most famous character I think most people would ever talk about was a character named Sylvester the Cat. If you remember the cartoon, a Bugs Bunny cartoon, him where Tweebird and Granny went vacation in Italy. 3 quick strikeouts, and it's 2 down now for Tanner Sears. 348 hitter, 2 homers, 15 RBI. He is from Higginsville, Missouri. Of course, I like to give a shout out to my friend Kevin Hotlander, who owns a car dealership. His dad manages a car dealership. He's a salesman. Of course, his dad, Harold, is the owner of Hotlander Ford on Business Loop 13. 0-1 to count. Strike, 0-2 now. They're playing him to the left. Up high, 1-2 now. High, 2-2 now. On deck, Cole Ludy King. 2-2 pitch. 3-2. The count. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 now. So a 2-out walk, and here is Cole Ludy King. 353 hitter, homer, 17 RBIs. He is from Freeport, Illinois. Runner at first. Ball, 1-0 now. Robbie Merced on deck. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0 now. Two balls and no strikes. Trying to manicure the mound there, just like Mark the Bird Fidrys used to do for the Detroit Tigers. To count. 3-0. Sears at first. He got on with a walk. 3-0. Ball 4 now. So back-to-back walks for Robbie Merced. 17 homers, 55 RBIs. His dad, Orlando, played in the big leagues for the Pirates and also the Montreal Expos. Merced, a right-handed hitter, first and second. Base hit can score a run. They're playing him toward left. He can hit into the gaps between, say, center and right. That could score Ludy King. Swings and misses, 0-1 now. 0-1 to count. 0-1 pitch. Oh, that gets away there. Here goes Sears and Ludy King. So second and third now, and the count is 1-1. That'll be a pass ball, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 to count on Robbie Merced. A base hit could bring you 2. 1-1 to count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Did he go around? I don't think he did. And it looks like 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Ooh, outside, 3-1 with Jeff Vance on deck. 4 now. So bases full of Eagles on walks. Here's Jeff Vance. 318 hitter, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. So after 2 quick outs, 3 straight walks. And now the pitching coach wants to go out there and maybe have a little talk with today's starting. Hey, Rachel, you can change this one. I saw this one here. I'm going to use that. Yeah, I like this one better. Oh, okay. Okay, good thought then. Bases loaded. 2 outs, first pitch to Vance. Hits a high pop up there. This could be trouble. Who's got it? And the center fielder is there for the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 3 left. We are through 1. No score on CMUEagles.com and the Hard America Conference Network. 3. See, Suter is. Yes. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Evangel. No runs, no hits, no errors for Central Methodist. As Noah Suter up there. 242 hitters, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. First pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. Fouls it off. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1. High pop up. Let's see who's calls for it. Second baseman Gianola makes the catch for out number 1. There's Cale Hines, 167 hitter, no homers, 4 RBIs. First pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 1 pitch. A little bit inside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2-1 now. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. That gets away, and it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch. Strike! 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it to the screen, and it's 3-2. Central Methodist ranked number 8 in the polls. Two pitch. Strike 3 call. 2 quick outs now. There's Grant Kosinski. 194 hitter, no homers, 5 RBIs. Strike, 0-1 now. Oh, 1 now. Lines a shot. Good job there, but that'll be a base hit all the way. That was a good effort there. I would say that would be a base hit. There's Steven Belcher, 265 hitter, no homers, and 2 RBIs. First pitch. Strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Merkel working from the stretch. Checks that runner, the pitch. Strike 2. To the count. 0-2. Strike 3 call. So no runs, no hit. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Bottom of the second, no score. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Evangel. No runs, no hits, no errors for Central Methodist. Grant Victor, 254 hitter, 2 homers, 16 RBIs from Pasadena, California. Home of the Rose Bowl and the San Gabriel Mountains. Boy, if you ever seen pictures of the San Gabriel Mountains, they are beautiful, especially on New Year's Day. A strike call, and of course, I always remember watching the Rose Bowl Classics on ABC and, of course, NBC television. There is a base hit for Grant Victor. Victor. As Victor Plaus will be the better. 250 hitter, no homers. 1 homer, 10 RBIs. From Montreal, Quebec, home of the 26th-time Stanley Cup champion, Montreal Canadiens. Also the site of the 1976 Summer Olympics when Bruce Jenner won the decathlon. That was at old Olympic Stadium. Plaus lays out a beautiful bunt. His only play is the first, and it's a good bunt there. Moves over to second. Bet you like that one. Oh, yeah. Is that right? Logan McDonald up there, 235 and a homer, 7 RBIs from Goodyear, Arizona, spring training home of the Cleveland Guardians. Cincinnati, right, of course, yesterday in between games, got to meet his mom and dad. His dad's name is Paul, and his mom's name is Whitney. First pitch. Lines a shot into the gap. Here comes Victor. McDonald will stay at first. 1-0 Central Methodist. There's Bobby Nichols. He grounded out to third his first time up. What? You know, like you're going to the door. Swing and a miss. 0-1 now. Now. Strike 2. 0-2 now. To the count. No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes on Bobby Nichols. Swings and misses. There goes McDonald, and he is in there with a stolen base. So 2 outs now. And here's Tommy Giololo. He struck out his first time up on 3 pitches. Which one? The 70. All right. Runner at second is McDonald. Oh, that hit him. So first and second for Tanner Sears. He walked his first time up. Oh, this. Have you ever? Runners at first and second. 2 outs, 1-0 Central Methodist. Here's the pitch to Tanner Sears. And that's outside for a ball. On deck is Cole Ludy King. Central Methodist jumped ahead 1-0. Grant Victor single. Victor Plaus, sack bunt. Logan McDonald singled. Made it 1-0. The 1-0. Lines a shot. That is a base hit. Here comes McDonald. He's going to score in the third. Is Gianola, and it's 2-0 Central Methodist. Here's Cole Ludy King. He walked his first time up. King. Strike, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 to count. 0-1 now. Lines it. Fair ball! No, a foul ball. Well, ding dong, I'm wrong. 0-2 to count. Outside, 1-2 now. Trying to get him to chase with Robbie Merced on deck. One and two to count to Ludi King. Hits a high fly ball in the right field. That could be trouble. That is into the corner. Giola will score. In the third is Tanner Sears. And it's a double for Cole Ludi King. And it's 3-0. That is called, ladies and gentlemen, going with the pitch. As Robbie Merced walked his first time out. He is from Springfield. Went to Kickapoo High School. And then, of course, transferred in from Lipscomb. One-time member of the NAIA. And I think they're in the Langston Conference in the NCAA Division I. I think it's located around Nashville. I like to say that. The pitch to him. Oh, nice stop by the catcher, and it's 1-0 now. Nothing Central Methodist. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Hits the ground ball. Base hit! Sears is going to score. Ludi King will try to score. It's 5-0 now on a 2 RBI single. So it's a single, and then he'll take second on the throw. Nothing now. As Jeff Vance, he flew out to center field his first time up. The 9th man to bat. The pitch. Ball outside. If you remember the second inning, game number 1, they scored 6. 6 big runs there. And in game 2, I think 5 big runs. The 1-0. Fly ball to center field, hit well. The center fielder goes back. It's off the wall there, and Robbie Merced will come in to score. Look at Vance, head for third. He's got a triple. 6-0. And Grant Victor's up to bat. He singled. He started the inning off there. Now they're going to walk Victor. No, they're going to get his batting gloves straightened out. Get all his elbow pads and everything. Very good. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-0 now. First pitch. Low, excuse me, swing, and it's a foul ball. 0-1 to count. Oh, 1 pitch. Oh, yeah, gets away. Looks like Merced is going to score, and it's 7. Actually, the courtesy runner, Josh Green, scores to make it 7-0. One pitch. 2-1 now. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball in the center field. Center fielder is there for the third out. 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors, no one left on. We head to the top of the third. 7-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. There was as Holton Simmons leads off there. 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Evangel. It's a little ground ball. Giola can't get to it. That'll be an error there. No question about it. And I think Rachel will agree with me. That should be an error. Nathan Lamb comes to bat. He's single, but then was thrown out at second, trying to stretch it to a double. The pitch. Ball 1-0 now. Pitch. 2-0 now. Merkel needs to just settle down, just talk to the baseball, point to the catcher. Two balls and no strike. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Three balls and no strikes. Ball 4 now. So 2 on and nobody out. Mason Hansen flew out to Bobby Nichols his first time up. There you see Jeff Vance directing the traffic. Just like Johnny Bench would do for the Cincinnati Reds. Merkel working from the stretch. Trying to keep that 7-0 lead there. Misses that one. 1-0 now. Top of the third inning. Cooper. That's a base hit. And now the bases are loaded. Anthony Lavera fan up there. He singled his first time up. Lavera fan singled his first time up. Now the bases are loaded, full of Valors. And the pitch. Strike, 0-1. No balls and one strike. Senior from Spokane, Washington, Nick Merkel. 0-1 to count. 0-1. Beautiful on the curveball. 0-2. Of course, game number 2 starter is Ryan Jeffers, a left-hander from Rowlett, Texas. That's according to what Jordan Schwellenbach told me right before the pregame show. 0-2 the count. On LaFair fan, getting the sign from Jeff Fance. Time call there. To the count. 0-2 pitch. Little chopper foul into the Central Methodist dugout. Now you see Vance talking it over, maybe going over the scouting reports. Of course, the inning started off with an infield hit by Holton Simmons, then Nathan Lamb walked, and then Mason Hansen singled. He is 0-2 now. Now. 0-2. Ooh, outside, 1-2. Dalton Cook on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. That's a big out there. So 1 out now for Dalton Cook, who flew out to Cole Ludy King. First pitch. Ball, 1-0 now. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes to 1-0. Strike, 1-1. 1-1 to count. 1-1 to count, the 1-1. Up high, 2-1. 2-1 to count. Nothing Central Methodist, but Evangel has the bases loaded. Strike! 2-2. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3! 2 quick outs. Noah Suter popped out to Tommy Giola. The first pitch. Oh, beauty. 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 to count. 0-1 now. 1-1. There's the tunnel. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Oh, good pitch. As Howard Cosell would say, what a beauty. 1-2 to count. 1-2 to count there on Noah Suter. Merkel getting the sign, the pitch. Up high, 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wouldn't it be something if they came away, get out of this thing? Remember, they had bases on nobody out, then 2 straight strikeouts, come away with nothing. Hold them to 0 run, or maybe 1 run. Well, that would be sweet. That could really swing the momentum there, heading towards Central Methodist. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! 3 consecutive strikeouts, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 left. Bottom of the 3rd, 7-0 Central Methodist. What is he? A bunt. He bunted his first. What's that? Base. He does base. Oh, I think. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have Quentin. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Hey, that. I think I got. 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for Evangel. Victor Plaus drew a sac bunt his first time up there from Montreal. Back in the 40s and 50s, there was a minor league team called the Montreal Royals. In 1945, Jackie Robinson played his first season there. And the first pitch. Ball 1 now. Pitch. 0-1 now. 1-0 pitch is a foul ball. 1-1 now. And that sac bunt really got the first run going and led to 7 runs in that 2nd inning. Up high. 2-1 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Oh, that get away, and it's 3-1 now. Strike. 3-2 now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now that's 3-2. Little chopper over the pitcher. Shortstop has it. Throw the fur. That'll get away there. Now, I think that'll be an error on the shortstop, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he is rewarded second. So it'll probably be a single and error. And I think Rachel will agree with me, or would Tim. Logan McDonald singled and drove in a run his first time up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. McDonald up the bat. Runner at second. Inside 1-0 now. The 1-0. Swings and misses 1-1 now. 1-1 strike. The 1-1. Strike 1-2. 1-2 the count. 1-2. Hits a little ground ball to short. Shortstop has it, though. The first, and there's out number 1, and into third, Victor Plaus. So 1 out now, and here's Bobby Nichols, 0 for 2 on today. Of course, from Detroit, and of course, also, if you know, every year on Thanksgiving, the Detroit Lions have their annual Thanksgiving Day Classic. Probably some of the best ones. I remember back in 1980 when Dennis Gentry returned the kickoff to start overtime to give the Chicago Bears a 23-17 victory on Thanksgiving Day. Strike 1-1. Of course, O.J. Simpson once ran for 275 yards, but Detroit won it 20-17. 2-1 now. 2 balls and 1 strike with Plaus at third. Hits a little foul ball there, and it's 2-2. Strike 3 call, so 2 outs now. Here's Tommy Girola, 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch his last one. 4, 5, 6, 7, yep. Oops. And the pitch to him. Ball 1-0 now. Tanner Sears is on deck. The 1-0. Up high, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Foul ball, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and one now. 3-1. It's good to see you there. You know, Alan, how's it going there? What's your name? Davion. I'm Quentin. Thank you very much. 3-1 to count. Strike. He was ready to take first, but the umpire says no. Strike 2. Three and 2 now. 3-2 pitch. Little chopper foul. 3-2. 3. No. 2 the count. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call, so no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the 4th. 7-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com.
Hey Rachel. Pretty good. I just got over to broadcasting and stuff. So oh sorry. I just got over to broadcasting. I'm on it right now. No, I should be good with like scoring and stuff and changing innings and all that. Yep. Right. Yep. Got that part.
7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, no runs,
No, but
5 hits, and an error for Evangel.
it's
There's,
streaking a little bit. But other than that, it's good.
there's Kale Hines.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
7-0. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 now.
Okay.
0-1 now. 1-1 now.
Okay.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Okay.
1-1 pitch.
Okay.
Beautiful. 1-2.
That sounds good. Okay. It doesn't matter where I put the
1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts. Here's Grant.
Okay. That sounds good.
Grant Kasecki singled his first time.
Yep. Thank you, Rachel. Yep. Drive safe. Bye. Bye.
Probably leaving for Sioux City or something like. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 0-1 to count. 0-1. Beautiful. 0-2. 0-2 the count. Miss. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh. 1-2 the count. 1-2 pitch. Little cue shot. Giunola throws over to Victor Blas for out number 2. So 2 quick outs. He has retired 5 in a row now. That's after 3 straight singles in the 3rd inning. After 3 straight runners, the next 3 got strikeouts. And here's Steven Belcher. He struck out his first time up. First pitch. Ball outside, 1-0. Merkel is cruising along. The 1-0. Strike. 1-1. Holton Simmons on deck. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Ball, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call. Another 1-2-3 inning goes Evangel. We're halfway home. 7-0 Central Methodist. Sometimes you can. That's a changing. Oh, is that right? 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, no runs. 5 hits and an error for Evangel. Here's Tanner Sears, 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI. First pitch to him. Ball, 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes. And it's 2-0 now. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Three and one now. Takes it all the way. Three and two now. 3-2 pitch. Hits a ground ball to the second baseman. He has it. Throws over to first for out number 1. So Cole Ludeking is up to bat. 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Strike, 0-1 now. Fouls that one off. 0-2 to count. Strike 3 call. Catcher has to throw over to first to complete the out. So 2 quick outs now. Robbie Merced, 1 for 1, a single and 2 RBIs on today. First pitch pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. 0-1 now. Ball, 1-1 now. One ball, one strike. Outside, 2-1. 2-1 pitch. It's 3-1. They're trying to get around Robbie Merced. 3-1 now. 3-1. And a ball out there. So 2-out walk. Oops. There's Jeff Vance. Vance, 1 for 2 with a triple and RBI. Seven to nothing on 7 hits so far. First pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. 0-1 to count. 0-1. 1-1. One ball, one strike. Merced at first with a 2-out walk. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That hit him. Here's Grant Victor, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. So now Josh Green is the courtesy runner. Lines a cue shot. That knocks it down. Couldn't find it, but hustling round third and scoring is Robbie Merced. And head to third there is Josh Green to make it 8-0 game. That'll be a base hit. Here's Victor Plaus, 1 for 1 with a single. So 8-0 now. That's an infield hit. Good effort by the second base, but give credit to Robbie Merced, hustling all the way, especially with 2 outs, to make it 8-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 now. And 1 to count there on Victor Plaus. Hits a little cue shot to the shortstop. They'll go to second for the easy play, and there's out number 3. But Central Methodist gets 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 1. Head to the 5th, 8-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. 1 run on 1 hit, no error, and they leave 1. We head to the 5th, 8-0 Central Methodist. runs, 8 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, no runs. 5 hits and an error for Evangel. Also going on there, not only have the NAIA's Women's Final Four, also the Men's Final Four is taking place down at Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City. First game starts at Holton Simmons singled his first out. First game is at 5 o'clock. That is Arizona Christian taking on the overall 1 seed Loyola of New Orleans. Then at 7 o'clock there you got Talladega out of Alabama taking on Thomas More. And of course the championship games tomorrow night, 7 p.m. And I know both of those championship games for the men and women are on ESPN3. 0-1 to count. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 0-2 to count. Here's the 0-2. Oh, high. 1-2. Beautiful day there on the second full day of spring. 1-2 to count. Here's the 1-2. Oh, a beauty! Strike 3. Call 1 out now here in the 5th. And here is Nathan Lamb. 1 for 1 with a single, but remember in that first inning, he was thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. First pitch. Oh, a beauty. A strike call. 0-1 now. Mason Hansen on deck. Low Q shot foul. 0-2. To the count. 0-2 pitch. 1-2 now. 1-2 to count. Nice. 1-2 to count. 1-2 pitch. Low Q shot. Nice play by Vance. Stays with it. Those are the applause. Got him! Oh, baby! What a scoop by Victor Plaus! And there's 2 outs now. There's Mason Hansen, 1 for 2 with a single. He got the last hit for Evangel in that 3rd inning. Remember, they had bases loaded, nobody out, but 3 consecutive strikeouts have kept him where it is. First pitch. Strike. 0-1. Anthony Leverifan is on deck. Ball 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. 1-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is a foul ball. 2-2 now. 2's across the board. Well, this game is moving along fast. Looks like Hansen maybe hit one off the foot. Now it looks like they're going to bring out the foot spray. Usually foot spray is the best way to cure the stinging, especially hitting a foul ball off your foot. And I remember learning that back in 1978 when Bucky Dent had a foul ball off his foot. They had to use some of that spray to ease the pain, and then, of course, the next pitch hit a home run off Mike Torres. I know it's a lot better than trying to walk it around. Time called. 2-2 the count. 8-0 Central Methodist. Quentin Norris on the catbird seat. Here's the pitch. 3-2 now. Well, 3-2 now. I tell you, oh, yeah, and that'll be ball 4 there. First base runner since the 3rd inning. There's Anthony Laverafan, 1 for 2 with a single. Boy, Merkel's looking very sharp. Allowed 5 hits so far through 4 2/3. First pitch. Strike! 0-1 now. Dalton Cook on deck. 0-1 now. Fly ball to right field. Ludi King is there for the 3rd out. So no runs on no hits. No errors, 1 left. We are headed to the bottom of the 5th. 8-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. How many hits? 8. Yeah. So looks like a new pitcher, number 13. That's called. Jace Nees, the new pitcher, 0.04.91 ERA. No walks, 5 strikeouts. So 4 innings in the books for Zach Johnson. Here's Logan McDonald, 1 for 2 on the day. 8 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. No runs, 5 hits, and an error for Evangel. It's a foul ball there. It's 0-1. I tell you, I've always enjoyed. 0-1 the count. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. It's a ground ball. Base hit for Logan McDonald. Here's Bobby Nichols, 0 for 3 on the day. From the Detroit, Michigan. Of course, home of the Detroit Tigers. First pitch. Up high, 1-0 now. First Thursday night NHL hockey there. The Pittsburgh Penguins and the Carolina Hurricanes, 6 p.m. start time on ESPN. Bob Wischusen will have the play-by-play. The 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 to count. Of course, then that's Saturday. Of course, NHL on ABC. Chicago Blackhawks and the Vegas Golden Knights at 2 p.m. start time. Sean Madonna, Ray Ferraro will have it for you there from the T-Mobile Center in Las Vegas. Should be a lot of fun there. 3-0 pitch is a foul ball there. And, of course, tomorrow night, the St. Louis Blues take on the Washington Capitals. That's a 6 o'clock start time there on Valley Sports. John Kelly and, of course, the great Darren Pang will have the play-by-play. The Paxter. 3-1 to count. Ball 4 now. So now first and second, nobody out. Tommy Girola, 0 for 2 on the day. So first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the fifth, 8-0 Central Methodist. Trying to go for win number 21, but most importantly, 7-0 in the count. A minute and a half game back of Benedictine in the Hard America Conference South. A strike call, 0-1 now. No balls and 1 strike. Giola tries to bunt. Oh, misses the bunt, and it's a foul ball, 0-2. With Tanner Sears on deck. Central Methodist got 7 in the second inning. Of course, the highlighter, Robbie Mercedes, 2 RBI single. 1-2 the count. Nobody out. First and second, and back goes the runners. Pitch up high, 1-2. One, two to count. 1-2. Hits the ground ball to third. Knocks it down. Still has time to throw to first. And everybody said that'll probably be an error on the third baseman there. I think it'll be an error on the third base. Let me see what Chad Jenkins said. I think it's an error. As Tanner Sears up there, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Bases loaded, nobody out. Ball high, 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Strike, 1-1 now. One pitch. 2-1. Stars will pitch the fourth game today. Pitch game number 2 and the fourth game of the series. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, bases loaded. 2-2 pitch. Low cue shot, base hit. That's going to score a run. Here's another run he's going to try to score, and it's 10-0 now. McDonald and Nichols score, and stopping at second is Gianola to make it 10-0. Here's Cole Ludy King. 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. It looks like a conference action on there. That's called, poke. Oh, poke shot. Hey, did you? You know what? Yeah, and also we're sorry about. It's Cole Ludy King up there. 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Nothing is our score. Nobody out. Nice stop by the catcher, and it's 1-0. There's a lot of truth story. There's a lot of truth. I bet you. Oh, hi. 1-0 pitch. Strike, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 1-1. 2-1 now. Two balls and 1 strike with nobody out. Pitch. 3-1. My. And Robbie Merced is on deck. 10-0. Bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1. Strike. 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 6 hours and 30 minutes from now, the women's basketball team takes on Thomas More in the national semifinal game in Sioux City, Iowa. 3-2 to count. 3-2 now. Jill is at second. Tanner Sears is at first. 3-2 pitch. Hits a high fly ball to left field. The left fielder goes back. Gone! A home run. 13-0 Central Methodist. Here's Robbie Merced. 1 for 1 with a single and 2 RBIs on today. And looks like a new pitcher on the mound for Evangel. We'll take a timeout here. 13-0 Central Methodist. That's Sim Tiller. One 0 at a ERA of 54 with 2 walks and no strikeout. Third pitcher of the day. Say Chad and then right to meet you there. Artina, all right. 13-0. As Robbie Merced up there, 1 for 1 with a single and 2 RBIs. First pitch. Ball 1-0 now. One ball, no strikes. Lines a shot into left field. And the first time they got Robbie Merced out. And there's one out now. Hit it on the button there. Here's Jeff Vance. 1 for 2 with a triple and an RBI. First pitch. Ball 1-0 now. Two and 0 now. 2-0 pitch. Fouls it all. 2-1 now. 13-0. 3-1 now. Oh, okay. 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 now. And here's Grant Victor. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 RBIs. Josh Green is the courtesy runner. Lines a base hit into left field. You know, Khalil Farasher is the pinch hitter. So first and second. Here's Thrasher. Ball. 237 hitter. No, 1 homer, 7 RBIs. 13-0. No, 1-0 pitch hits a pop up there. Let's see who calls for that one there. And the right fielder makes the catch. So Greens heads for third. He's in there. So 2 outs now. Here's Logan McDonough. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Actually started that 5th inning off with a single. First pitch to him. Ball high, 1-0. 13-0 Central Methodist. A 5-run 5th inning. They at 1-0. Fouls it off to the screen, 1-1. You know what? 1-1 to count. 1-1. Ball, 2-1. Oh, 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch coming up there. Crowd wanted to balk, but I think he is. It is a balk. Holy cow. $14-0 now. And the count's still 2-1 to Logan McDonald. The pitch. 3-1 now. Bobby Nichols is on deck. Ball 4 now. Bobby Nichols 0 for 3 with a walk. First pitch. Ball 1-0 now. 5 times he's been at bat. Tommy Gianola is on deck. 2 outs, 14-0. Fouls it off, 1-1 now. the count. One ball, one strike, the 1-1. Fouls that one off. Oh, nice effort there by Tommy Giola to save it from going into the dugout. One to the count. Fouls that one off. Still 1-2. One ball, two strikes. 1-2. Well, that's going to get away. And headed to third is, yeah, that would be a wild pitch, yeah. Victor heads over to third. 2-2 to count. Right to the pitcher. Underhands the throw there, and that'll do it. 6 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and they leave 1. We head to the 6th. 14-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. Hey, I'm not the perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was from a previous episode. 1. Dalton Cook 0 for 2. 14 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Evangel, no runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. First pitch. Lines it. That's a fair ball down the left field line into the corner. McDonald has a little trouble with it, but he'll stop at second. It's a leadoff double. There's Noah Suter up there. 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to Suter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So far, the hitting star for Central Methodist is Cole Ludeking, a homer and 4 RBIs. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 now. Outside, 1-1 now. 14-0. The way things are going, we could have the second game of the doubleheader start around 2:30. There'll be a 30-minute break in between. The 1-1 hits the ground ball to Grant Victor. Goes over to Victor Plies for out number 1. And staying at second is Dalton Cook. There's Kyle Hines, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch to him. Fouls it to the screen, 0-1 now. On 1 to count. 0-1. Strike. 0-2. On 2 to count. 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 2 outs now for Grant Costa King, who is 1 for 2 with a single. There is activity in the Central Methodist bullpen, but I think just to warm up there. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That's Brandon Tyler. All balls and 1 strike. We know Ryan Jeffers will most likely start game 2, according to what Jordan Schwellenbach told me. Swing and a miss. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Lines a cue shot right to the shortstop for the 3rd out. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 14-0 Central Methodist on CMUEagles.com. I know. So looks like a new pitcher for Evangel, number 16. Dylan Gallup. 0-0, 16.88 ERA, has 4 walks and 3 strikeouts. Tommy Giarola. Who is now 0 for 3 on the day. 14 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, no runs, 6 hits and 2 errors for Evangel. Ball 1 outside, 1-0 now. The way things are going, we could be starting the second game of our doubleheader around the 2:30 hour. Oh, I know. Ball 2-0. I know, I would like to let our fans know. Broadcasters. 2-0 pitch. High pop-up on the third base dugout and into the Central Methodist bullpen. 2-1 now. That's Brandon Tyler warming up. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. High pop-up. Let's see who calls for it. And the shortstop makes the catch for out number 1 there. Here's Tanner Sears. 2 for 3, 2 singles, and 3 RBIs on the day. Ball 1 now, 1-0 now. Two and 0 now. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Oh, there's the curveball in there. Strike. 2-1 now. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. He was going for the home run there. 2-2. Little cue shot, base hit for Tanner Sears. So now a courtesy runner, and that is Terry Tolliver Jr. coming in there. Of course, got to meet his mom and dad yesterday. Actually, his parents are here today. Holy cow, they are here. From Baton Rouge, Louisiana, sitting about 6 rows in front of me. Ludie King, 2 for 3 with a homer and 4 RBIs. First pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. They throw over there. On 1 to count. 0-1 now. Missed that one. 1-1. Of course, baseball after this doubleheader is scheduled to play Columbia College, but weather permitting, they're calling for some rain late this evening. 1-1 to count. 1-1. Fouls that one off. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 2-2. 2-2 to count. 2-2. I think he went. Yes, he did go. So 2 outs now. And here's Robbie Merced. 1 for 2 with single and 2 RBIs. Up high, 1-0 now. One zero. They throw over there. One ball, no strikes. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. One ball, one strike. One. Low, 2-1. 2-1 to count. They throw over there. 2-1 to count. 2-1. Lines a shot into center field. That's a base hit. Here's Tolliver head for third. He'll stop there. First and third now. Here's Jeff Vance. 1 for 2 with a triple and an RBI. Now a courtesy runner, number 29, Gannon Ruckman. Vance, senior from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, Just about 30 miles west of Joplin on I-44. First pitch. Lines a base hit there. Tolliver's going to score to make it 15-0. Here's Grant Victor, 3 for 4, 3 singles and 2 RBIs on the day. So Josh Green is the courtesy runner. First pitch. Strike, 0-1 now. On 1 to count. Pitch to him. Up high, 1-1. One and one to count. The 1-1 pitch. Strike, 1-2. Right at the 2 o'clock hour. First and second. Checks on it, and both are back. One-two pitch. Misses that one, 2-2. Two-two pitch. 3-2 now. 15-0 on 15 hits so far. 7 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 6 in the fifth, and then 1 more in the sixth. Merkel's done a great job so far. Allowed just 6 hits there. 3-2 the count in the 3-2. Lines a shot in the left field. Left fielder is there for the third out. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the 7th. 15-0 Central Methodist. Hey. Yes, there is. Tyler, new pitcher on the mound, 1-0, 3.52 ERA, 7 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So 6 solid innings from Nick Merkel. So of course, we'll have a 30-minute break in between. 15 runs, 15 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, no runs. 6 hits and 2 errors. Today's attendance for the first game, 52,416. And Stephen Belcher up there 0 for 2 on today. Oh, nice. First pitch. Hits a fly ball in the center field. Looks like Bobby Nichols will play it on the bounce. Here's Holton Simmons, 1 for 2 with a single. Looks like Felix Pena warms up in the Central Methodist bullpen. Strike, 0-1 now. 0-1 to count. Now. Hits a fly ball. Let's see who calls for it. Nice catch by Cole Ludy King. How about that? So 1 down and 2 to go. Of course, the turning point in that game can't be the third inning. Remember when Central Methodist led 7-9, Evangel had 3 runners on base, nobody out, and then, of course, Merkel struck out Leverfan, Cook, and Suter. Keep it 7-0 as Nathan Lamb is up the bat. 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch. Hits a high fly ball. I think that's Ludy King calls for it. And there's 2 quick outs now. There's Mason Hansen up there, 1 for 2 with a single. Ball outside, 1-0 now. To count. Anthony Leverfan is on deck. 1-0. Misses that one, 2-0. Star of the game probably would be Cole Ludy King with a homer and 4 RBIs. 2-0 pitch. 3-0. 15-0. Maybe looking at about 2:40 start time or 2:45 in that area. Ball 4 now. Here's Anthony Leverfan, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Needs 1 more out. Courtesy runner. Looks like Aiden Satterfield is the courtesy runner. Nice stop there by Jeff Vance, and it's 1-0. $15-0. Angel has 2 on base and 2 outs. The 1-0. Lines a shot, and that's a base hit. Coming around third and scoring is Steven Belcher, make it 15-1 there. So Nathan Wetterly is the batter. 0-53 hitter, no homers, no RBIs. First pitch. Nice stop. 1-0 now. Evangel player has on deck. Looks like Noah Suter. The 1-0. Hits a fly ball into left field. Logan McDonald is there. And there's the winner, folks. Central Methodist has won the game by a score of 15-1. 15 runs, 15 hits, and no errors for Central Methodist. 1 run, 8 hits, and 2 errors.